A man who is already being talked about as the savior of NFL franchises next year. Well, he's still got an entire season left here at Ohio State. The best wide receiver in college football. Ladies and gentlemen, his name says it, he proves it. Marvin Harrison Jr. This is awesome. He's so good at the football. His hands, by the way, just sink off my hole.
Holy hell, it touched my elbow.
Yeah, I don't want to say I don't want to say combine stats. His hands massive. That's good. I think that's a good stat to have. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Of course. Big fan of the show. So.
All right, listen, you should not watch our show. Listen, you need us to not ruin you at all because you are something that I think football is very, very excited about. Obviously, there's been a trend of young wide receivers doing well in the NFL, and you are the guy that literally, as you were walking onto the stage, a producer that's back in the truck who's one of our guys, Zito, he said, there's future Bears savior right there as you were walking, okay? There he is right there on the left, Foxy on the right would take you for the Lions, and then for me with the Colts, it's like, hey, we are sucking enough to fall into a position where Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be able to follow in his dad's footsteps to become an Indianapolis Colt. Let's talk about that. There was a piece on Game Day last year about your dad and everything that obviously you two have done to get you to this point. How has it been having a dad that's a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest of all time? It seems like it's paying off greatly. Do you not feel the pressure, though, of your name and what you have to do ever? Because you have done this thing flawlessly since the day you showed up here in Ohio State.
No, I mean, it's definitely a lot of pressure, but my dad has helped me a lot throughout my whole career. He's coached me very hard since a very young age, and just learning from the most that I can from him. But yeah, I think the pressure definitely is always there for me, but you try not to let it affect you too much.
You're known to be just like a jugsaholic, like you're just on the jugs. Is that from your dad, I assume? You've had a professional workout probably since you were a kid in this game?
Yeah, I think the work ethic definitely comes from him, and then it's just in me. I don't know. I just always want to push myself to be the best player that I can be, and every time I step on the field, I try to do the best I can, and I work very hard to shine on Saturdays.
Yeah, you do. And by the way, the Louis cleats. And
so sweet.
So much swag. It's awesome. Your moxie and confidence is something needed at your position. Last question for me before the boys have some for you. Kyle McCord. Obviously, a lot has been made about him in his first year here as the Ohio State quarterback. Talking about a quarterback starting with Marvin Harrison Jr. as a wide receiver is certainly a comfort zone for a young guy. How has your relationship evolved here at the college level as opposed to high school level this season? And what do you see from him here that you maybe saw from him earlier?
Yeah, Kyle's my guy. We started playing with each other in our sophomore year of high school at St. Joe's Prep. We went on to win 3 straight state championships together.
Is that good?
Yeah, so that's pretty good. And then when we got to college, we both kind of had to wait our turns a year, sitting behind some great players. And then our relationships kind of developed, I think, more so off the field than on the field. He's my roommate my freshman year, and we just kind of bonded over time.
Hell yeah, you guys are showing up. What, 163? I think it was 163 2 weeks ago to put you up over 100 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, it was insane. It's fun watching you, dude.
Thanks.
Legitimately, it's fun to watch you play football. AJ has a question for you.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about that jugs machine that you're famous for? You talk to anybody affiliated with Ohio State, and they say, I can't go to the indoor facility and not see Marvin out there catching balls. Like, that's obviously your thing, but you have this kind of special jugs machine you've been using that you can like line up and throw you different routes and something. Like, what is this thing? Is this AI? Is this a full-blown robot?
You got AI? You're using AI?
Should we be worried?
It's called The Seeker, by the company of Monarch, and they helped me out a lot. Just my success from last year, and it's not really just me. It's a lot of guys out there with me catching passes, a lot of different receivers, DBs come out there too, running back. So we all work very hard together and just kind of push each other.
Now, whenever we were coming up through college, different time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Different time. Yeah. Do you guys get to have a good time at all? What do you guys do for fun? Play cards? We hang out? Go eat? Do we have a couple beers every once in a while? Why?
Up here. I like to go to restaurants. I go to restaurants a lot, and then other times just playing Madden, watching movies. I'm more of a homebody, so I stay home. I don't like to go too many places, but
I am too.
I just
now.
as much
Yeah.
I think everybody is. Tone has a question for you.
Yeah, Marvin, you talked about when you and Kyle came in, you guys both kind of had to sit because there was other guys in front of you, and that wide receiver room at Ohio State for the last 8, 9, 10 years has been absolutely prolific. So, like, is there a motto or is there a thing in there where, like, someone had to teach you and then you have to teach the other 5 stars coming in? And how do you guys compete in that wide receiver room? Because it's insane.
Yeah. I got there, I think it was 4 first-rounders in my class. I think Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, and Jackson.
Pretty good.
All in that receiver room with me. And then obviously I came in with other 5-star guys, and Mecca was a 5-star, Julian Fleming. So just surrounded by so many great players. You have no choice but to learn from them as much as you can, and they definitely push you each and every day.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're getting paid. We know. We know that. But other than that, we talked to Ryan Day earlier, and he said, like, we're very transparent about who we are, and it's got to be the right people. Yeah. Why are 5 first-rounders in one room, 6 first-rounders in one room, coming to Columbus, Ohio to play at Ohio State? What did you see in this program that made you choose here, and what have you experienced?
Just the history, and then me playing receiver, one of the big factors was Coach Hartline. He does a tremendous job with the receivers, I think. The best thing about him is that he obviously recruits the right guys, like you said. We all are very talented, but he develops your mind more than anything. And I truly believe, your mind can take you places that your body can't. So I think he definitely does a great job of developing that, and I think that's why he's been so successful over the years.
How long have you had that, that's like a killer mentality there. Like your mind can just control you, your work ethic, everything. You said, yeah, my dad showed me, but have you been like this forever? What other sports you play?
I played football. Well, obviously played football, basketball, track, and those were really my main 3
Basketball,
sports.
you're incredible,
basketball
I
and
assume?
track. I wasn't incredible, but I was pretty good. I think I was perfect.
What about track? What do we do in track?
I ran some of the short sprints, and then once I got to high school, I really couldn't run track too much. Was how football season was going. It was like 7-on-7 now, so we play football all year, so I couldn't really run track as much as I wanted to.
They were calling you an NFL wide receiver last year. What are you working on? What do you get better at?
Everything.
What does that even mean?
Wow.
Everything.
I feel like you never can be too good at any specific skill. So that's catching the ball, running routes, yards at the catch. There's always room for improvement. So there's never really anything that I'm satisfied with.
Do you watch any film of anybody?
Yeah, a lot of guys. Too many to name, so many guys. Obviously, all the Ohio State receivers. I still keep in contact with them. And then obviously, I watched my dad a lot growing up, more so on YouTube. Yeah, more so YouTube. And then,
Hey, how about that toe drag in New England? That catch?
The one he tipped it to himself?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite plays.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah,
he's filthy. I saw all those pictures at a point in time, and then they just got taken off the wall. It's really unbelievable. Connor has a question for you, Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin, obviously you heard from Zito, the Bears fan, savior of the Bears. And as a Patriots fan, I can actually say, too, needs a savior of the Patriots. There's a lot of different teams that need your services. Do you think about that at all? Is it easy to block out, like, hey, I'm at Ohio State, I need to focus on this? Or sometimes do you drift on a Sunday when you're watching football, like, ooh, I could be playing with that guy, with this guy? Does that ever cross your mind?
No, not right now. I'm worried about this year and doing the best that I can and finish out this year, helping my team win. But next year we'll see, wherever it takes me. Continue to work hard and do the best I can.
You don't watch him and say, I could cook that guy?
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of great corners in the league. I definitely look forward to playing against a lot of them, playing with some great receivers as well, so I don't really look at it like that, though.
Do you talk?
No, I'm not much of a talker.
No?
No, I'll celebrate, but I ain't going to say too much.
Just going to do your job.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. Love it. Sounds like you're the perfect guy, which is why, once again, come to Indianapolis.
Yeah, right. Or New England.
Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Marvin, you talk about like that kind of external pressure and going, obviously at the end of the day, winning is all that matters, but when everyone's talking about like, hey, this guy this weekend should go for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, that's said every single week. Like, do you have, I don't want to say like statistical benchmarks where it's like, hey, if I don't do this on Saturday, I'm going to be disappointed in myself? Or is it kind of just, hey, I'm going to let the game come to me and impact it how I can?
Just let the game come to me and impact it the way I can. I know the team counts on me a lot to make plays, being one of the focal points on the offense. I just try to do my part and helping the offense, whether that's in the run game or in the pass game, just doing all that I can to help the team.
You blocking out there?
I do my best and try.
So what are we doing? I'm sure you're getting judged on that in film. What are we do? What is the technique? Are you going for big shot? Are you going hands? Are you running
hands,
feet?
Hands and feet.
Just bam, we're trying to.
Exactly, move your feet. I think I got rolled up on Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
Stopped my feet. That's what happened.
Can't happen. Got to keep driving.
Got to keep moving your feet.
Yeah, I like that. That's your mindset, because there's some wide receivers that are like certain top 5 picks that would certainly go like, not have to move my feet. Got to stop blocking near in college.
Near the play.
So we appreciate the hell out of your humility. We appreciate the hell out of your play, and we can't wait to see you not only this weekend, the rest of the season, and on Sundays. What do you expect from the environment here, Newton?
the best fans in the land right here.
Don't get bullied.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin.
All right. Hands are massive.
Massive.
Cheers, man. Appreciate you, man.